What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon. Welcome to this week's comic haul. I could have sworn last week was the week where I had 0 books to pick up, and I literally had 0 books to pick up this week as well, which is really bizarre. Because normally, as you guys know, or should know, every second week we get Diamond. Every other second week we get Luna, which is mostly DC. So, you know, every second week I'm kind of expected not to get books, but 2 weeks in a row doesn't make sense. Are we behind or something? I don't really get it. But anyway, I still got a couple of books to show you. I picked up a couple from the shelf, I guess you would say. Sarah picked up a few books, and I also got some sweet, sweet mail calls. So let's do this. Alright, before I show you the books, just a reminder, I do have a Redbubble store if you guys didn't catch last week, so the link will be in the description below. So if you want some SimpleSimon merch, it's available at Redbubble. Stickers, mags, whatever you want it on. Well, not whatever, but you know, there's a bunch of stuff you can get my face on. So check that out, the link is in the description below. I guess I'll start with this one. This was a present from Mark. Not to me, not to Sarah, but to Lee from White Comics, Daddy Lee, because it's a Jeff Lemire cover, which I said, well, if it's a Jeff Lemire cover, then Lee's probably already going to have ordered it. But just in case you didn't know, and again, we sent him a message to ask, to tell him, hey, don't buy this because Mark got you one. But it's Batman, sorry, it's not Batman, it's Wesley Dodd's Sandman, and it's a Jeff Lemire cover. Now, Jeff Lemire's art, from what I've seen, it's very unique. It's not necessarily for everyone. This is a really cool cover. Like, there's some Jeff Lemire art that I've seen that I wasn't a huge fan of, but that's actually a pretty cool Jeff Lemire cover, so I'm down with that. So Lee, if you didn't read the message that Sarah sent you, Mark got you this, so if you have it ordered or something, see if you can just cancel that, because we got you a copy, because, you know, we look after our friends down here in Melbourne. Alright, so what did Sarah pick up? Sarah picked up 3 books, and then I picked up 3 books, and they're all different. That's crazy. Normally you see me and Sarah get the same books a lot of the time. So Sarah actually got completely different books than me. First, she got Rogue Sun. So Rogue Sun is Luana Vecchio is doing the covers. I know Sarah did start reading this, but I think she's dropped off reading, but she's still collecting the covers because she's a Luana fan, you know what I'm saying? And then she got her a Something's Killing the Children. I believe this is probably a variant that she hasn't picked up yet. What cover is it? Oh no, this looks like an A cover. Wait, I don't remember. Is that an A cover? I don't remember this having this cover. So, but that was, I think, in her pile. And then she got this, which she said was on her wish list, but Mark ordered it in for her. Sleigh Ride, Stuff of Nightmares. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it might be a Jenny Frison cover. I'm actually not too sure. So this is R.L. Stine, Stuff of Nightmares. I'm not sure, but just looking at it, it kind of looks like it's got Jenny Frison style to it. Again, I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, she got that one too. I think that was a cover buy. And that's what she picked up. And then, I technically only bought 2 books, but I guess we'll call it 3. This one here, which is an interesting one. I thought this was a facsimile at first, but it's not. This is Batman. Obviously the famous cover of Death in the Family, but if you actually notice, it actually says Batman, Robin Lives. So this is actually the story. So obviously, for those who know, there was a phone poll whether to kill Jason Todd, and you mean bastards chose to kill him off, which is cool because that spawned Red Hood. But apparently they obviously had 2 stories ready to go. So that's something I didn't know, that they had 2 stories. They had a story for if he died and a story for if he lived. And this is the story of if he lived. So I guess the alternate ending, you would say. So that came out this week. Mark was super pumped for this because both me and Mark share that same thing with Death in the Family. As a big sentimental value to us. I read that as a little kid back in the day, and it meant a lot. And it was also one of the first series that Mark read that sort of got him really into the comic book. So yeah, that is Robin Lives. So if you didn't know about that, check that one out at your local comic shop. They also did a foil variant. So originally, I was just going to buy the foil variant, thinking, oh, this is a Death of the Family facsimile, and I really like how they're doing those facsimiles in foils. I think they're really cool. So I grabbed that, and then when Mark was like, no, it's the Robin Lives alternate story, I was like, oh, I'll grab the cover A as well then. So yeah, that's the foil cover of that. And then there was another foil, I thought I'd just grab this too. Sarah wasn't a fan at all of me getting this, but you know, I am a Nakayama fan. So this is Birds of Prey Uncovered. I think Uncovered is when DC do a book where it's just interior. The interior is just cover art from all like Birds of Prey covers. So this is actually a wraparound cover. So originally they released this as a, hopefully you can see it there. They originally released this as a joining cover, but this has both joining covers on it. It's actually a really cool foil wraparound. So is there anything wrong with this art? Sarah was bagging it out so hard saying that Harley looks really dumb and the proportions aren't correct. It's just like, are you guys artists? Or you guys who critique art who aren't artists? Let me see you draw something, huh? How about that? Alright, so anyway, I picked that one up, pretty cool. Be cool to have a clear backing board for this one. Cause yeah, I like me some wraparound covers. Whew, it's really hot today. Can you see the sweat glistening off me? So before I show you my sweet mail call.
Shout out to Old Wolf.
Old Wolf actually received an A-OK from me. And a Christmas card from Sarah. I'll check that video out. Old Wolf, I sent him some Tim Tams and he did something really silly in that video. So check that one out. I haven't watched any real YouTube in the last week. I say that every week. I don't really watch much YouTube these days. I did watch 10 Whack Questions with Tyler. So Lee had Tyler on as the guest for Whack Comics because Tyler hasn't been doing much on Whack. So let's just shout out Whack Comics. We got him a present. We'll give him a shout out too. So we love the boys at Whack Comics. So check out the latest Whack Questions with Tyler. Alright, I got some mail. Do not bend. There's only 2 comic books in here, but it feels so goddamn heavy in this package. There's 2 books in here, but I can only show you one because one's actually a Christmas present for Sarah. Now hopefully she doesn't watch this video because she doesn't know what I got her. And if she watches this, she'll know that I got her a comic book. But she normally doesn't watch these videos nowadays. She sometimes logs in to give it a like, you know. But she normally skips through the video. She doesn't really watch the video. So hopefully she doesn't see this one because, yeah, one of these books is for her. Oh, they're heavy because, oh wow, they're both in top loaders, I think. So the book I got in the mail is basically one of my favorite covers from Jenny Frison. So if you guys have seen the video, you might know what my favorite Jenny Frison cover is. I think I've got at least 2 copies of it. I've also got 2 slab copies of it. It's the only slabbed comic I have 2 of, but I didn't have one like this, so... Alright, so I can't show you Sarah's book. Ooh, pull tabs, very good. This guy knows what he's doing. Alright. So, if you guys don't already know by now, only the hardcore SimpleSimonians will know, but my favorite Jenny Frison cover is Something's Killing the Children issue 11. And like I said, I do have multiple copies of it, and I've also got multiple copies in the slab. But what I don't have is a signed copy. Whoo, baby. I very rarely get books sent to me in a top loader, so that's very cool. But it's actually signed by James Tynan right there. Would be nice if it was signed by Jenny Frison, but what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. I've got a couple of James Tynan signatures already. I've got his signature on a copy of Nice House on the Lake. I've got his signature also on the first, it's some Batman book, the first Bluebird. So I've got a couple of Tynan signatures, but you know, being that this is one of my favorite covers, I thought that'd be cool to get a signed copy of that as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, there's also the black and white variant, which I'm not huge on black and white variants. I don't see why they're more expensive. Like, you know, this was the regular cover, and then the ratio 1 in 25 or something would be black and white. And it's like, why would I pay more for a black and white image? Like, why would I pay more for less is my theory, which is really bizarre. But I actually really want to now get the black and white version of this too, just because, like I said, it is one of my favorite, well, it is my favorite Jenny Frison artwork on the cover. So there it is. Something's Killing the Children. That's all the books I got for you today. Plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. Obviously I had Oz Comic Con Christmas just this past weekend. So I did the cosplay interviews that just released. If you haven't seen that, that video's out. I interviewed Tom Taylor for the first time in a little while. So unfortunately we had a few mishaps. Me and Tom did a really, really great interview, and then Sarah realized it wasn't recording on the camera. I don't know what happened there. So rather than rerun the whole interview again, because I literally got to the end of it, we just recorded the end where I played a bit of a this or that game with Tom Taylor. So that's still to come, but it's just the this or that section. I didn't want to redo the interview because it just wouldn't feel natural. You know, I never script my stuff. You know, I sometimes have an idea of what I want to say, and often I never actually end up saying what I want to say. But yeah, I didn't want to redo the interview because I just didn't want it to not come off natural. So we just did the this or that. But yeah, that video is coming out. I also did a vlog, so I got a bunch of footage, and obviously do a haul at the end like the usual vlog. So there will be also the Oz Comic Con Christmas vlog coming out. I got multiple episodes of The Noob that I have to edit. I might go out next weekend as well and shoot another vlog. These vlogs are kind of doing a lot better for as far as my content goes. And then we only got 2 more episodes of this week's Comic Call before I call it a day and move on to something else. So plenty to come on the channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you show some support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Buy some merch from the Redbubble store. And until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.